My brother Andy, umesikia tuko na psychologist.
We have a psychologist in the house.
Sasa leo kama tuko na shida ya akili leo atakuangalia tu hivi akwambie my brother you are suffering. Uko na stress, uko na depression. My brother you are suffering.
You need help.
You know in school, you know in way back in campus, I did psychology, I did mental health as one of the units because I was pursuing a diploma in pharmaceutical technology. Hiyo ndio kitu. Unajua watu wanadhani wodanita sijasoma. Tulisoma baba. Right. Makaratasi ziko nyumbani lakini hapa tunakula talanta bro.
Kabisa.
Thank you so much madam for coming. It is super interesting having you on board. Love pia Mr. Chairman is one of us. Hapa ni kwake. Chairman na Kinonjo hapa ni kwake.
Yeah, this is home.
So nipeleke na mtara Andy.
So karibuni tena, welcome again. Kindly explain to us kidogo with the listeners as well ili tuweze kujua what inspired the creation of Bamburi Charity Network.
Okay, the Bamburi Charity Network was basically established last year, 2024. It's a group of individuals who are keen on giving back to members of vulnerable groups.
Yes.
For vulnerable groups, I mean individuals who wanafinyika in some context in layman's language. Sasa tuseme ni kama wanawake, watoto, mayatima, hata wanaume pia kwa hiyo kikundi. So sisi kama Bamburi Charity Network tunajaribu kuangalia hizo njia zinawafinya, tunatafuta njia za kuwasaidia. Ona kama sasa tuseme mayatima kwa orphanages. Unaona labda wanafinyika kwa upande wa vitabu, kwa upande wa chakula kidogo, so tunaona vile tunaweza peleka msaada huko kidogo.
Right.
Ukiona wanaume labda wamefinyika kiakili, jaribu kuwatafutia kama psychologist kama mwenzangu hapa. Analisha mwanamume chini na kumweleza kwamba maisha lazima yaendelee. Maisha tupambane.
Right. Amazing. So last month Mr. Chairman was here. It was all about the boy child. Unajua last month tulikuwa tunatetea boy child. This month he is back again big and better. Anatetea girl child. And today our discussion kwa sababu ni WCW, we are simply restoring the girl child dignity. And Bamburi Charity Network, you are in the forefront. You are really doing some good and amazing job. And hata tuendelee tusiongee sana ndugu yangu Ani.
Yes.
So leo Mr. Chairman, leo shughuli yetu rasmi ni gani hapa ndani ya Blue Radio?
Kwa leo tumekuja kuelimisha watu kuhusu kitu inaitwa
period poverty.
Wajua watu wengi wakisikia kitu period wana imagine labda mashambani, slums. Lakini sasa ukiunganisha period na poverty, basically hii ni issue yenye ina happen hata among us. So sisi kama Bamburi Charity Network huwa tuko na wajua siku hizi maisha ni social media. So tukiconnect na our members through social media, WhatsApp groups, Facebook. Kuna siku kama leo ni Wednesday, si huwa tuko na session inaitwa Wellness Wednesday. So tukajaribu ku-engage members kujua some of the challenges zenye wana face. Hapo tukakuja kusikia kwamba hata within our regions tu hapa tu hivi. Kuna wanawake, wasichana wenye bado wanasumbuka wakati wanapata hedhi. Wakati wa menstruation. Wakimshomwe hiyo wakati huo. So tukakaa chini tukasema like hizi stories zote tumesikia hatuwezi ziacha kwa hivi, lazima tusaidie. Kama sasa tumesema leo hata tukuje tuelimishe watu kuhusu hiyo kitu inaitwa period poverty. Kwa hii session ningependa tu watu waweze kusikiza kwa sababu tutawaelimisha kwa.
Amazing. So ndugu yangu Andy, mimi nilikwambia pale mwanzo baba, kukua mwanamke, kukua mwanadada, being a lady bro, it's a lot bro, it takes a lot bro. Imagine wewe kila mwezi unapokea mshahara baba, kila mwezi unapokea mshahara. Alafu kuna kauchungu lazima usikie. Na usiposikia hiyo uchungu pia ni stress. Lakini leo hatuna stress juu tuko na psychologist. Ndani ya nyumba stress imepungua baba, zimekublus. All right, so Mr. Chairman, thank you so much one more time for making up time. And what really inspired the Bamburi Charity Network to launch the Pad a Girl initiative?
just like I've just shared, we were inspired through the stories that we had from our members and just ordinary individuals in the region.
Right.
In the community.
They shared stories of how they're still facing challenges accessing having access to sanitary pads when that time of the month gets there. So by missing out on by not getting access, some of them miss going to school. Some of them miss going to work. And you know, if you miss going to school, basically you lose a lot. If you miss going to work, you even face getting sacked. So this is an issue that we really have to tackle. And as Bamburi Charity Network, we plan on using the forum that we have to reach out now to some of these underprivileged girls and women in our society.
Right. Amazing.
Right.
Amazing. How I wish this narrative could even go beyond Mombasa County.
Yes.
Because I believe it's not only a problem within this our specific region, but even some other regions inside our country. We have so many girls, young girls outside there who still can't get access to this very serious and critical aid when it comes to that very particular period of the month. So Bamburi Charity Network, thank you so much for having that kind of good program.
Yes.
So,
Madam Barbara, over to you. So we're talking about period poverty. And for our listeners, maybe who is listening to us this morning, and maybe they don't understand how big is this period poverty in our community, especially Kisauni or Bamburi in Mombasa as a whole, as a county.
So thank you for this opportunity. I would say when you don't realize how big of an issue it is until you uende kwa ground.
Yes.
Because ukiwa kwa comfort your home, ama hata kama maybe, for example, them days that I was in primary school or high school,
right,
you would see that there are other students, ama kuna mademu wengine hawana pads ama hawana access to sanitary towels, and you're like, okay. But watu wengi walikuwa na open up ama kuongea kuhusu, ama kama kulikuwa na walimu wenye walikuwa na hiyo moyo wa kusaidia, they would quickly go and help. So hiyo issue haikuwa kubwa sana. But now when we actually started going to the different schools in the communities, we started seeing this is actually a big issue. There are people who, just like Brian has said, wanakosa kwenda shule, wengine wanakosa kwenda job.
Right.
They don't have access to sanitary towels. They don't. Yet it's so bad that just financially someone cannot afford it. It even affects your mental health.
Right.
Because you're like, sasa nitachagua ni fees nita make sure nimelipia mtoto, na mzazi anajiuliza ni fees nita make sure nimelipia mtoto, ama kama kuna watoto wawili, ama nita ensure that mimi kama mzazi niko na pia mtoto. I mean, it's saddening, honestly. It's very sad.
Right.
Yes.
So how does this lack of sanitary pads affect girls mentally, physically, and maybe psychologically?
It's a big issue because this is something that is beyond your control.
Yeah.
Like as a girl, as a woman, this is something that you know every single month without fail, unless there are any complications. Unajua utapata period yako.
Yeah.
So sasa kama hauna access to sanitary towels, everything else in your life has stopped.
Right.
Because you're like, what do I do? I can't use this, I can't use that. Na sasa unajua, because of the shame that has been attached to periods over the years, mtu hata kama anaweza enda aulize neighbor hawezi, because I realize sasa watanichukulia aje, there's a lot of shame that's attached to it. So conversations like this I feel like are important because it breaks that stigma that's attached to monthly periods.
Wow.
Unakumbuka wakati tukiwa shuleni, ile uko darasani, then unaona tu all of a sudden kuna one of your fellow classmates amejifunga tu. Amejifunga aitwaje?
Sweater.
So unajua kuna ile chata inaendelea. Yeye mwenyewe kuna kwa kimpango anaisikia. So unajua mentally ina affect vibaya sana. So this is something that as Barbara ameshare, kuna ile shame attached to it. So mtu hata kama hana access na labda kuna wengine around hao wenye wanaweza msaidia, anaogopa kuongea. Kuna wale ani nafaa kuwa nayo lakini sasa sina hiyo uwezo tu.
So ndugu yangu Andy, mimi nataka nizungumze na wanaume before we go for that another quick musical break. Mwanaume unaenda pale Naivas ndugu yangu, unaenda unafanya shopping, unanunua mkate, blue band, mafuta ya kupaka, alafu unasahau kununua mkate mwingine. Kuna mkate ndugu yangu, ati wewe unahaibika. Ati wewe nikifika pale kwa counter pale sasa sasa watanifikiriaje? Mnunulie mpelekee, mwambie mama ndo hii mkate. Usisahau na ikiisha niambie. Wewe unanunulia permanent wako mkate. Unamnunulia.
So in short, do not be afraid.
Wewe acha kulenga swali. Wewe unanunua wewe.
Niko na madada. I have 6 sisters.
Umewahi wanunulia hata mkate
ikiisha lazima.
Unawauliza umejipin?
Hakuna there is no chance ya kuisha. Stock inaingia kuingia.
Hadi sema ukweli. Wajua tutapiga simu hapa. We'll call one of your sisters.
Hata tupige simu. Because Madam Barbara, when I was in school, I saw so many girls, most of them drop out of school. Wengine wameenda nyumbani because of that shame. So maybe there's a specific way we should maybe respond to these girls when they talk about maybe they're having, wengine pia they don't speak, or maybe there's a way we can tell, maybe there's a way teachers can also speak to these kids, or maybe there's a certain thing that can be employed by schools to handle such cases. So what do you think should happen, or how should we respond to these girls?
Okay, first of all, the girls who are bold enough to speak up, applaud them for that, kwa sababu unajua it takes a lot of courage to come and speak up about something that it's ideally inafai kuwe kitu natural tu, inafai kuwe kitu normal, unaona? Because ni kitu yenye ni lazima kila mwezi. So una upload wa mtoto kwanza, msichana kuja kwako kutu open up, kwa sababu opening up about something like that. So upload them for that. As teachers or as parents, do your best to create or just any ordinary person, because unajua by the mtoto akikuangalia naone ana feel safe na wewe atakwambia tu I'm going through this and this, kindly help, please can you get me sanitary towels or something. So unajaribu to your best to make her feel comfortable enough kujua this is something that's normal, this is something that inaonesha wewe, yani hedhi yako inamaanisha wewe as a young lady ama as a girl that you are it's part of your womanhood, it's part of your femininity, ni kitu tu inaonesha uko healthy. So unamuelezea tu in a way that maybe inabadilisha mawazo yake, kama alikuwa na mawazo, in short like we've talked about shame, or akona a distorted point of view kuhusu, anaona kweli, kwa sababu labda unaweza kuwa expect that mtoto wako na mama ameambiwa, ama labda walimu wamewaambia na labda hawajaelezewa. So that is an opportunity for you to change that narrative na umuelezee this is how you can go about this. Or if you feel maybe as a man that is something that's a bit limiting, you can look for maybe your lady friend, your girlfriend, whoever is in a position to better explain to this girl, so that she feels like this is something that's normal, this is something that I can approach like this. And I believe that will make a big change for each and every person out here.
Interesting.
And also, I know there's some girls who've not been taught about this menstrual 100%. Thing. They don't understand. So maybe when it happens, they feel like maybe they're sick or something is wrong with them. So also the society doesn't talk about these things. Wanawachia maybe walimu wanasema, I think teachers can teach them better, and that's why I'm thankful for such an organization like Bamburi Charity Network, for such initiatives, because as you step out to speak to girls outside here, you're helping the community understand this thing as well. So I think also schools, what do you think schools should do actually? Like, should they employ someone who is just given that work to speak to the girls, or should the teachers themselves be educated about these things so that they can speak to these girls? So what should they do?
I think a combination of both would be ideal. Like walimu wako educated, because unajua in as much as you can hire, let's say, a counselor or a therapist, atasaidia. But then unajua pia there's only so much that one person can do. They will do their best. Then there are, of course, that the menstrual health is not the only thing that counselor will probably have to address. There are probably other issues that students will come up with, or maybe my studies, this, all that. But the teachers ideally should be educated on that. Know that, okay, whether you're a male or female teacher, when a student comes to you and after a safe space to talk about what they're encountering, they need to have a better understanding. Don't just go by the book. Try to do your research. Right. See how is iko vipi kwa ground, how watu wanapitia nini haswa. How can I show up as a how will I show up as a kind of mentor to this child so that we may make a positive impact in their life?
Interesting.
So yes, that's how I think both how the teachers can actually play a big part with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what would you tell a girl or a lady who is outside there thinking or feeling ashamed to speak about this thing? Maybe she's going through her periods, she does not understand, or maybe she feels like she's a disgrace because she's bleeding, she feels dirty, she's not bold enough to speak to someone. What would you tell such a girl?
First of all, like I had said initially, that is part of your femininity.
Yeah.
It's part of your woman. It is a beautiful part of who you are. I know there's a lot of complications that can come with it, especially kama kuna hormone imbalances, vitu vingi, cramps, all that. There's just a lot that can come along with it. But it is a beautiful part of your femininity and womanhood. Do your best to embrace it and ielewe haswa ini nini. Also, there are people who don't know that the menstrual cycle is 1 out of 4 of the different phases that a woman goes through in a month.
Yeah.
Na nikitu hata mimi mwenyewe as I've grown as a woman, I've realized, okay, this is just, it is something that happens because of other phases that I experience every month. So as a girl, do your research. By this, in this age we're living in, there is so much information on the internet.
Right.
Yeah. So do your research, find out, what else is here? What can I learn? Is there an older lady, if it's your own mother, if it's another woman you can trust, ask. Find out more, see how you can be more confident in who you are, because Mungu amekudesign hivyo intentionally. You have the capacity, don't doubt it. Be bold and be unashamed. This is something that's natural and a part of who you are.
Yes. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. So Mr. Chairman, hii ni yako. So let's say your lady is going through this menstrual thing. How should you respond as a man? If maybe you know your lady is going through this, she's going through the different phases, how should you respond as a man who, in order to show your support? Yes. Okay.
I think as a man, and considering my age right now, I've learned that that period is usually tough on women.
Yeah.
So as a man, ideally, I should step in and assist as much as I can, and make her feel like I really understand what she's going through, and I'm there every step of the way.
Yeah.
So like, because some of them even have challenges getting out of bed.
Right.
So in such scenarios, if as men in society, you are taught like, if you have a woman in the house, she's supposed to handle like basically all house chores, everything in the house. But as a man during that period, you can step in and assist, because yes, she's your woman, she's probably the love of your life. So like, you really need to take care of us, you will yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. So personally, I step in.
Amazing.
Unajua hiyo time ndugu yangu Andy, during that very particular season, wao wako na mood swing ndugu yangu, lazima tuelewe hii mambo bro. Ndio maana tuko na sister Barbara hapa na chairman wamekuja on board. Tuelimishane.
Yes.
Wewe usione eti imefika ile mida sasa mamake akupelekee imagine nini au usongeshewe chakula unaambiwa kula. Unaniongelesha aje leo shapatia mtu kofi. Usifanye hivyo. That is a very time unafaa umbembeleze, mwambie mama pole, utapona. Hata kama si ugonjwa ya kawaida, lakini angalia mwambie utapona.
So also our parents hapa nyumbani, mzazi ambaye unatusikiza, if you have children, if you have ladies and the boys as well, it is okay to speak to both of them, the ladies and the guys. Uambie your sisters kuna time itafika they will go through this. And if you see something, do not act in a certain way, because maybe it happened to me, because my sisters were young, my mom did not tell us about this thing, and then one day mimi nachambua tu vitu kwa nyumba, napatana na panty iko na damu. Sana shangaa what is happening, nimempelekea mamangu, ona siji, ananiambia wewe hakuniambia anything, ananiambia wachana naye.
wewe.
Unaona sasa if you're not educated, si tutaona maybe she's hurting, ameumia ama nini kimefanyika.
Right.
So it is okay for parents to like teachers tuambie, mfunze mwanao, funza your boys, your girls, ndio waelewe, so that they can be able to help each other. Right?
Unaambiwa an informed society is as well an empowered society.
Right.
And Bamburi Charity Network, they are doing a really good and amazing job. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
To add to that, I appreciate nowadays society is really changing and changing in a positive way.
Right.
So modern parents are normalizing such discussions. I'll give an example of growing up. It was very difficult for a parent to even tell you that they love you.
Right.
But nowadays it's normal. You just share with your kid you love her or them each and every day.
Right.
So such discussions are changing. The narrative is changing from a parent who cannot share such matters with their children to one who can sit them down and tell them as is. Because even if they don't, they'll get access to it via the internet.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we'd rather teach them early.
All right. Amazing. So mpenzi msikilizaji, unaweza kuungana na sisi kwenye huu mjadala ama kwenye mazungumzo haya kupitia mitandao yetu ya kijamii pale Instagram Blue Radio Kenya, pale TikTok Blue Radio Kenya, Facebook ama Kiswahili changu kibovu ndugu yangu.
Kiko sawa kabisa.
Unajua wacheka tu wao niambiwa Danita Kiswahili chako kizuri.
Facebook iko sawa.
All right, so Andy,
we are joined by amazing guests from Bamburi Charity Network and Nuru Horizons. Madam Barbara and Mr. Chairman are in the building. Goteni wasikilizaji tena. Wasikie tu sauti. Tuanze na Barbara.
Oya.
Wako ndani.
Barbara ni Gen Z. Umesikia oya. Barbara ni Gen Z.
Sawa ni psychologist.
Right, interesting.
Yeah.
So thank you so much one more time for coming through for us to have this interesting conversation.
Yeah.
So last like a couple of months ago, like 2-3 months ago, we had our event here as Blue Radio Kenya. It's called Her Vibe, and it's all about empowering the girl child and giving them a very healthy space to maybe air out their views and maybe see on the way forward on how we can get to sort out these very critical issues or maybe challenges to the girl child. And Bamburi Charity Network and the Nuru Horizon Foundation, they are right here with us in studios.
Yes.
To maybe help us continue championing that very, maybe spearheading that very conversation.
Yes.
So, Madam Barbara.
Yes.
Just to let us know about Nuru Horizon Foundation and the work you do there.
So Nuru Horizons is basically a youth-led organization. Ni mayouth tu tuko hapo, tulishikana tukasema what can we do to make a difference in the society.
Right.
So majorly we focus on healthcare, mental health, menstrual health, mentorship kwa boy child na kwa girl child. Hatubagui because unajua kuna zile vitu zenye tukienda kwa ground tunasaidia because mostly we've gone to schools and just in the community at large, but most of the work we've done has been in schools.
Right.
When you go to the schools, there are so many things that these kids are going through. Now, there's some things, yes, they can open up about to their parents or teachers, but wakiona mtu mwenye, okay, this one can be like a big sister or big brother to me. Anapata hiyo urahisi wa ku open up na kwamba by there's this, how can I do this? Oh, okay. So mnaongea nao, na wameko feel at home na yeah, it's a very fulfilling thing because unajikumbuka wewe mwenyewe ukiwa 12, ukiwa 10 years, ukiwa 15, ulikuwa unatamani ukuwe na mtu akue hapo kuongelesha. So so Nuru Horizons, basically that's what we do. So far we've done I think 3 or 4 pad drives in schools in Kwale. And we have seen period poverty is real. But it's been very fulfilling because from the conversations we've had with the teachers, with the students, both the boys and girls, we've realized that okay, there's hope after all. Like wao wenyewe vitu zingine hata wanakufunza nasema okay, tunafikiri tutapata hapa tupate uko zero, but mnajua hata mnatufunza sisi. So yes, that's basically the work we have done so far, and we look forward to do so many more things.
Amazing. So my good brother Andy, tuko na Nuru Foundation. At least kuna Nuru gizani leo.
Yes.
At least kuna Nuru gizani leo. Ama namna gani my friend?
Kabisa.
Alright. So Mr. Chairman, as we continue, why should boys and men care about this issue?
It's important for basically each and every person, boys, men, to understand about period poverty and basically assist our women and girls in society when they're going through that period. Because these are our people. And if my sister misses school and misses school consistently,
right,
her education suffers, and in a way she will not grow as she should.
Right.
If my sister fails to go to work, she risks getting fired and making her life even more difficult. So by me stepping in to help and sharing this information, assisting, like helping access and helping them access paths, I'm basically also solving the challenges that may arise if they don't have access to paths or access to this information. So as a boy, as a man, it's important to help. It's important to know this. It's important to sit down your sister, your girlfriend, and just show her that you understand.
Right. So maybe last but not least, as we continue, so tumeona kwamba the musical sheriff himself will be in town, County 001, and he will be doing his the so-called Coast Media Tour from 3rd August. How is Part of Girl Drive linked to a musical sheriff Coast Tour? So
as Bamburi Charity Network, we've basically been reaching out to our community,
right?
That's businesses and individuals within Bamburi and its environment. So one of our partners currently is Sky Lounge,
right?
Just opposite, it's just near Total Petrol Station,
right?
They came in and they're supporting us in the Sanitary part drive that we are conducting. So they have a show on 3rd of August where Musical Sheriff is a reggae DJ will be headlining. So we are collaborating with them to share more information about this, and also have the chance to get people within that setting to assist in donating the packs that we need.
Amazing.
Our target is to collect 500 plus packs. Yes, so we are not there yet, but we're hoping through such initiatives, through such support from individuals and organizations within our community, we will get there.
Right. Namwona pale VJ Pandasta all the way from Lamu anauliza MC Odalita, mimi nitacontribute aje, niko Lamu? Nitacontribute aje?
So for now, contributions are being sent to my number. I'll provide it through our able MC here.
Right.
Yes, so any person who's willing to contribute to the cause, we really appreciate it, because we have 2 homes that we are visiting in the course of August.
Right.
So we'll be visiting Baraka Children's Home on 23rd of August. We'll be visiting Nuru Children's Home on 30th of August. These are orphanages that we as Bamburi Charity Network have visited before. So by going back there, we're also showing the children there that we didn't just come for one time, but we will support you
all through.
Yes.
Interesting.
So, Madam Barbara, you've mentioned that you've done previously. You've done another drive, sanitary pads drive. How was the outcome? How was it?
The outcome was much better than we expected, actually. Because when you're going to something you hujaifanya before, it can be, you don't know what to expect. Uko na imagination kwa akili, but you're not fully sure how it will go. So it went really well. We are so grateful as New Horizons that our impact was felt, and like I said, wanafunzi wenyewe zingine wanawafunza wanaelezea vitu zingine that you didn't even know. Mko mnakuja hapo mnaona nyinyi ndo walimu, but they teach you things. And it is encouraging that even the teachers themselves were so supportive, and I think the last pad drive we had was it May, but it was this year. When we went there, it was a school in Kwale called Mavumbo. It's a mixed school, mixed secondary school. And it was amazing to see that this whole stigma around periods and was breaking, because the male teachers were offering to take pads to their wives at home. Even soldier mwenye ako hapo alikuwa anasema naweza pata at least moja ama mbili nipeleke wife. So you see things like those are so encouraging,
right.
You know. And then the students themselves, the way they were open and ready to speak up about the conversations we were having, that's inakuonyesha that kweli there is hope for tomorrow, because these are people who are younger than you, and they are so bold and open. So that is super encouraging.
Right.
So do you do menstrual health training like alongside the campaign?
100%. We don't just take the pads, we actually do educate them more on it, because like I've said, there are people who just think period, the people who just know period inakuja nivo. They don't know that I've gotten my period because I've ovulated this month. There are people who, there's that gap that needs to be bridged, where people understand this leads to this and then this leads to this. If my hormones are balanced, I get my period, all these things. So we definitely go a step further and ask the students questions. Even the teachers themselves participate, and then you're able to know, this and this is what they know, this is what we can add on, this is what we can learn from them, this is what we can educate them on. Yes.
So Mr. Chairman, how many girls are you hoping to reach out this time round?
We're hoping to reach 200 plus girls, because I've been in contact with the directors from both homes, and I have the numbers, so the numbers we have based on that. But our hope also is that we will surpass the target that we've put of 500 plus packs, so that we're able to even now reach out to the schools in the region. Yes, because if we get more than that, we can even do like 2 or 3 more schools, which will have more impacts than us just going to the homes. So that's why you're calling for support from each and every person among us who can support in any way. Either you donate, either you assist in spreading the word. That's support. You just don't have to also send money. We have a collection point. Our collection point is at Naivas.
Right.
There's a place called Kashike Jaba Base. That's also one of our partners in the current sanitary pads drive.
Right.
So if probably you are around Naivas, or you have bought the sanitary pads somewhere, you can just deliver them at that place, then I will personally collect.
I think charity begins at home, and
charity begins at home.
Sisi kama Blue Radio tunaanza hiyo drive hapa leo.
That's right.
Tununue tupeleke pale Kashike Jaba Base. Tuambie Kashike baba
shika hizi hapa.
Shika hizi. Right. Tuendelee.
Madam Barbara, along in the entire campaign, is there any testimonial you've received that someone who has benefited in this drive, and you found it maybe interesting, or what part of the whole drive did you find interesting?
There's a lot. I don't think there's just one specific thing I can pinpoint. However, from the pad drive we had Wacha Mwavungu, there's another we did in Zovuni school. It's an interior part of Kwale. There are testimonials that the students sent. Oh my God. I just received, they had written them down in on pieces of paper.
Right.
And the counseling teacher from that school sent them to us at Nuru Horizons, and you're like, wow. Okay, this is super encouraging. Like, it fuels you to want to continue doing what you're doing, you know? Unaona watoto wamefurahi, like, it's helped them feel more confident in who they are.
Quite impactful.
Yes, it's encouraging. So from that is one of the one of the highlights from the pad drive we did in Zovuni. The Mwavumbo one as well, like I said, the highlight of that was seeing the men participating, the students themselves being encouraged from it. So this work, I can just say, it is, if you understand why it is that you're doing it and you see the impact, it changes your life.
Right. So, Madam Barbara, what would you say to parents, especially mothers, about supporting their daughters during their menstruation? Maybe their menstrual period.
Okay, for mothers, I would say do your best to be as compassionate as possible. Unaona, kwa sababu this girl is experiencing life for the first time. You have gone through it. the way you have.
Right.
Maybe it was good for you and that's amazing. Maybe it was bad for you, and you can now change the narrative for her. Try to make it comfortable for her. Give her a better understanding that, mama, this is something that's natural. This is you growing into a woman, and it's okay. You try to encourage her to have that boldness to approach each day, to know that just because I've gotten my period this month does not mean that I cannot go out and take charge in the world. Like, this is just 1 week, let's say, in a month that I get to reflect and realize, okay, this month has been like this and like this. How has it been? How can I improve my diet so that my period is healthy? If it come easy, you just do your best to educate your baby girl so that she knows that this is part of who I am.
Right.
I need to embrace it.
Right.
Don't fight it, don't resist it, or don't even listen to all the naysayers, because kuna watu of course bado wako na hiyo negative attitude to mambo ya periods and menstrual health. So as a mother, encourage your child, and you will see the impact it will have in her life. You will feel so proud as a mother, because you're like, wow, I raised this baby girl and now she's here taking charge in the world, and yes, it will fulfill you.
I think these are now goes to both of you, Chairman and Madam Barbara. Your last word to any youth or maybe a young girl who is listening to us today.
Okay. Okay. So I would say to any youth, jitambue ni nani. Jitambue wewe ni nani, na ujue kabisa without a shadow of a doubt, mimi kama so and so, mimi najua niko hivi, mimi najua undo uwezo wangu.
Right.
Go and take charge of this life knowing exactly who you are. Usisikize tena nani anakuambia, kwa sababu kuna watu wataku encourage obvious, na kuna wase wenye hawataelewa who you are, so watajaribu kuambia wewe unajaribu kufanya hii, itawaka out kweli, sisi tulijaribu tu kufika, mbona so wewe encourage kila siku, jiangalie kwa kioo, ujiambie mimi niko hivi na niko hivi, niko na hiyo uwezo, and go out there and do what you need to do. Okay. And ukijua who you are, hautabebwa na mawimbi wa what everyone is saying. Unajua in this era we are living in, there is so much being said everywhere, not just in the neighborhood. Utapita TikTok, everyone is telling you this is how a man should be, this is how a woman should be, this is how a girl should be. Kila mtu anakuanga na advice zake. Hata mimi hapa nakupea advice, so unaangalia wewe mwenyewe ujue mimi ni huyu, this is what I stand for, these are my values, this is what I want to achieve, go for it. Any negative experiences you go through, we pitia, kadi kulia ulie, unafuta machozi, unainuka na unaendelea. You keep marching on. That is how we keep going in this life. Don't let anything discourage you. Sawa sawa.
Amazing. We keep on keeping on and
yes.
So okay. Mine is just to echo what mwalimu, what
ni mwalimu psychologist. She's helping out with some mental health issues.
So for all the young people out there, be bold, be you. Usiogope. Yani we kuwa tu wewe. Cause usijaribu kujicompare na mtu, kuwa tu wewe, cause who you are, vile wewe uko si vile mwingine yuko. So usijaribu kuona ati huyu maisha yake yako hivi, ukataka yako vile bila pia kuweka mikakati. So just be you. Trust the process.
Right. Okay, so as we conclude, because we have 3 minutes to the top of the hour, as we conclude, is there something ukikuja hapa ulikuwa umesema tu, this one nikienda kwa hiyo radio lazima niseme? Amkituambia hiyo pia
that burning issue,
something you had ukasema nikifika hapo lazima niseme, hata wasiponiuliza lazima nitasema. Alafu pia you tell us how can our listeners find you on social sites, either websites, to learn more about the drive and Nuru Horizon and Bamburi Charity Network. Tuanze na Barbara.
Okay, I sijui unajua zingine unakuwa umeweka vitu kwa akili, umepractice alafu unakuja alafu zinapotea. I don't think I have anything to add. I feel like I've said all I need to say. Na vile Mungu kwa talkative. Anyway, for Nuru Horizons, you can find us on Instagram and on TikTok at just Nuru Horizons. If you look up Nuru Horizons, you will see us there. Yes.
Interesting.
All right, Chairman.
Basically what I can just say right now is an individual, an organization, well, we need to stand up for our community. So support us, support them.
Right.
Yes. For Our social media pages, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as Bamburi Charity Network.
All right. So do you have a number yenye ulikuwa unasema maybe?
Yes. So for the current sanitary pass drive, the initiative to this 500 packs, we are sending the money to 0792 948 685. To come Brian Sairi Ocheng. Yes.
All right, that is amazing. Karibuni sana. Thank you very much for coming today.
Right.
For taking your time kukuja hapa kuelezea msikilizaji about the whole thing about period poverty and the drive as well. So we don't take it for granted. Karibuni sana.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.